Imagine standing near the top of the world. The temperature plummets, the wind howls, and your gear is the difference between survival and disaster. In 1953, crossing these treacherous ice glaciers tested human endurance to its absolute limit. It also served as an extreme, freezing trial for the mechanical tools strapped to the climber's wrists. Mount Everest looms 8,849 meters above sea level. It served as a brutal, unforgiving laboratory for equipment manufacturers trying to prove their mettle. When Edmund finally stepped onto that summit, he did so relying on a mechanical Rolex to track his ascent. Today, we are going to skip the typical luxury watch marketing speak. Instead, we will map out exactly how this watch evolved, looking at the strict physical specifications, current market prices, and the generational changes. We have a specific goal today: figuring out how features designed to survive sub-zero temperatures and high altitudes actually hold up when you wear the watch to the office or around the house. You have to decide if a compact 36mm watch that only tells the time is worth a modern luxury price tag, or if it simply lacks the utility you expect for the money. Let's look at the dimensions of the modern reference 124270. This animated breakdown shows a case measuring 36mm across, with a slim 11.5mm profile. Factoring in the 47mm lug-to-lug length creates a highly compact footprint, resting squarely on the wrist. Because Rolex returned to these historically accurate 1953 proportions, the smooth steel case easily slides right under a formal dress shirt cuff without catching on the fabric. There is a clear trade-off here. By keeping the profile slim and compact, you lose the aggressive, bulky wrist presence that most buyers anticipate when they purchase a modern luxury sports watch. Moving to the dial, Rolex uses a deep, lacquered black finish. The stark background serves a highly specific function, providing maximum visual contrast against the white gold hands. The oversized Arabic numerals at the 3, 6, and 9 o'clock positions anchor the design. They allow your brain to immediately orient the dial and read the time at a glance, without any visual clutter. All of these markers are filled with Rolex's proprietary chromolite material, emitting a strong blue glow to guarantee legibility if you find yourself in a pitch-dark environment. You will also notice there is no date window. Because it doesn't track the date, the flat sapphire crystal remains entirely smooth, completely omitting Rolex's signature magnifying Cyclops lens. Ultimately, the strict case sizing and perfectly symmetrical dial force a compromise. You give up standard office features like checking the date in order to prioritize pure, uncompromised legibility and traditional wearability. Beneath that dial sits the mechanical engine that drives the watch, the self-winding calibre 3230 movement. This upgraded mechanical caliber delivers a massive 70-hour power reserve. It also incorporates a silicon hairspring, creating a highly stable, anti-magnetic construction that resists interference from everyday electronics. Once the movement is fully cased, it secures an extreme accuracy guarantee, running at a precision rate of -2 to +2 seconds per day. The hidden cost of this precision is maintenance, keeping the servicing by certified Rolex watchmakers. Looking at the exterior framework, the smooth, fixed oyster steel bezel strips away dive scales or time zone trackers. This intentional omission reduces physical weight and keeps your eyes focused solely on the time. The watch is secured by a solid oyster bracelet that features an elegant, ergonomic taper, dropping from 20mm wide at the lugs down to a sleek 16mm at the clasp. Inside that clasp is the EasyLink extension system. It allows you to quickly adjust the bracelet size by 5mm without any tools, which is practical when your wrist swells in hot weather. The internal mechanics and ergonomic bracelet offer fantastic adaptability. However, the highly recognizable, polished steel components also introduce immediate brand attention and will inevitably collect visible scratches from daily desk wear. This timeline highlights a pivotal shift. After a decade of the upsized 39mm version, Rolex reverted back to the classic 36mm reference 124270. If you want that 39mm modern Schwarzschild today, you are forced to hunt exclusively on the pre-owned market. If you have a larger wrist or demand maximum utility, There is an immediate alternative in the catalog, the much larger 42mm Explorer II. The Explorer II was built with a completely different original purpose. It was designed specifically for cave explorers who spent days underground and needed a way to physically distinguish AM from PM. Comparing them side by side reveals the Explorer II's functional additions: a date window, a 24-hour bezel, and an orange GMT hand. However, these features add bulk. Spanning 42mm across and 12.6mm thick, it completely loses the ability to act as a discreet dress watch. Choosing between the Explorer I and Explorer II forces a stark compromise. You must decide if you value elegant, understated simplicity, or if you are willing to accept physical bulk in exchange for maximum mechanical utility. We've built a matrix matching your measurements to the optimal Rolex. Under 175mm, purchase the 36mm 124270. For a sportier presence, find the discontinued 39mm 214270. Over 190mm, bypass the classic and pivot to the 42mm Explorer II. Purchasing this watch requires a psychological shift. You are spending thousands of dollars on a stripped-down, time-only piece, consciously passing over flashier, more complex luxury chronographs available at similar price points. The modern Rolex Explorer is an exercise in pure functional restraint. By stripping away every unnecessary detail, it stands as the only versatile, everyday watch a pragmatic collector will ever actually need.